Right, Copal, can you guide us through what's happening just now?
Well, what we're looking at is my boat in the background behind me. It used to float quite happily, and on Monday morning, sometime between the hours of 7 o'clock and 8:30, the boat sunk. We don't really know why it sunk. There's kind of various sort of speculations, possibility that maybe someone hit it and did a hit and run and cruised off through the canal, through the tunnel, and you know, maybe with their tail between their legs, not realising that they've done so much damage. But to be honest, we don't know. We don't know.
You just don't know. No, that sounds pretty bad. So what's the next step?
Well, the next step is to get it floating again. That's it's going to be quite a thing, quite a challenge to raise it from the bottom of the canal.
What do you reckon it's going to take to do that?
Well, at the very least, some very high-powered pumps.
Okay.
And several, maybe 2 or 3, 2-inch petrol-powered, high-capacity water pumps, dirty water pumps. The challenge is to get the water out faster than it flows back in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of holes there. The doors are, that far underwater, and they're not sort of straight angles. Okay. So we need to kind of create some way of putting a barrier there to stop the water flowing in.
Okay.
The windows at the back are sort of slightly underwater there, so the water flowing through there. Just under the gunnels there is where you step, between there and the blue stripe. I don't know if you can quite see that, but there used to be a rubbing strip there which kind of protects the boat from
slightly below the water.
Yeah, so there'll be like a strip like you have on this boat here, just kind of a little bumper, So we took that off to recondition it. So there's lots of holes all the way along there where that was, and so the water can flow through those holes.
Oh man.
There's a few skin fittings. So the challenge is stopping the water coming in, basically,
as it's being raised.
As it's being raised, yeah. It's not like we can just put the tarpaulin underneath it and wrap the boat in a tarpaulin because it's sitting on the bottom.
Yeah.
There's no way of really getting the tarpaulin in there.
Well, that sounds like a pretty tough challenge.
Yeah, and also, if it was hit, there's a hole somewhere possibly in the hull. We don't know where that is. I'm going to have to actually get in there in a dry suit and with a mask and snorkel and see if I can find a hole, if there is one.
That's a toughie.
Yeah, it's not nice water. It's not the cleanest of waterways. Fortunately, we're not on the River Lee, which is sort of probably about 80% effluent, which is at least
relatively clean.
Comparison. But I'm not relishing the thought of getting in there, to be honest.
Damn.
That'd be good fun.
Yeah, it's going to be.
So it'll be a rescue mission.
Yeah.
At best.
Yeah, it's real kind of Thunderbirds operation. I'm kind of going down memory lane. I haven't worn a dry suit for a very long time. I did a diving course when I was in my 20s, and I lived in one of these for a while. They're not very comfortable. But anyway, I'm going to go in and see if I can find any holes of damage to my hull. See if there's a way to block up any holes. Just see if there's any indication of why the boat sunk.
Wow. It's going to be a tough challenge considering the current state of this river.
Yeah, it's not the nicest of waters.
Well,
pretty murky.
Good luck, buddy.
I'm standing in my living room right now. I didn't really plan to have a hot tub in my room,
That's a harsh one, man.
I know.
Wow.
I never imagined I'd see the boat like this. I mean, I guess my feet are on the floor. So I'm literally inches from the bottom of the canal. Wow. This is how deep the canal is. Now I know.
Wow, man.
I never wanted to get this.
Right, let's carry on moving. Let's get this out.
Yeah, let's do it. Still loads of crap in here.
Greg, not Greg.
So, Copal, how much stuff have you gotten out?
That's you remind me of.
I reckon we got, I don't know, a couple of tons maybe.
Cool.
Maybe.
Can you point to where it is now?
Yeah, it's over there. Like most of it's building material. It's sheets of wood that I was going to use for building the inside of the boat. It's bits of insulation. It's tools.
Just
Tools
tools.
are fucked, man. I've got drills that submerge the water.
In your pocket?
Somewhere in here.
Somewhere in here is a laptop floating around, but that's not going to be any use to anyone.
Oh man, that's harsh.
But have a look, basically I've got a big bathtub now.
With weeds in it.
You don't like it, do you?
No. Which kind of finished what we can do for now. We're just taking as much wood out as we can, taking all the heavy stuff out of the boat, because it's going to make it much easier to raise the boat without
Yeah.
breaking it. Then it feels encouraging since then the boat's moved a little bit since we've taken some weight out, so maybe it's not such a big deal as we feared. Possibly we can actually raise the boat ourselves. We're going to come maybe tomorrow with some pumps, a couple of really like heavy.
And we're looking for volunteers.
Yeah.
Volunteers.
We're looking for people to come get involved.
And,